like to take this opportunity to tell you thanks for joining in with us on this video. I hope it's something you really enjoy. If it is, please like, share, and subscribe. You heard me talking earlier in the week about a special project coming in the shop. Well, here it is. 69 Camaro. I just like it sitting in my shop, even though it don't belong to me. It looks good sitting here. Belongs to a really good friend of mine, and I hope he knows just what an honor it is to be a part of this project and to have this car sitting in my shop. So tomorrow we're going to tear into it, do some engine work on it. He wants to change a few things on it, try to improve the drivability. We'll see how it goes. To me, the car sounds really good. Of course, I've not had the car out on the road. I've not drove it, so I don't know, the issues he's facing. Here. All right, so you see a lot of work going on right here. Big team effort. Dennis, myself, Mr. Parker, Brandon, Donald's joining in there, and you see Dennis and Mr. Parker working on getting the rear end changed out. We're taking the old rear end out and putting a 308 in it. Like I said, we're just kind of toning this car down to kind of increase the drivability so we can get it out and do a little cruising and just kind of enjoy the car. Kind of something you do when you get older. You get kind of burnt out on the radical hot rods and spinning the tires and tearing stuff up and spending money. So as you get older, you catch yourself kind of toning things down, and that's what Donald really wanted to do. He wanted to make this car his again, and where him and his wife Susan could get out and enjoy driving it. So that's kind of what we're working on this weekend. Really enjoyed the fellowship with all of them. Got a lot done. We worked on it Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to be back on it this weekend to finish it up. We had a lot of help in the shop this weekend. Even had Blake come join in for a little while. Blake kind of grew up around all these fellas. He's heard all the car stories. He knows the stories real well. We all deer hunted together for years. And, they've been a big influence on Blake throughout the years as far as hunting and growing up and working and just doing different things. So glad to have him down there with us this weekend too. He kind of helped out. We had some of the best time together. Always picking at one another, making fun of one another, laughing at each other. We got a saying amongst us is WWDD. What would Dennis do? They all like to pick at each other. They always say, I'll get somebody hurt. As far as I know, nobody's gotten hurt working with me except Uncle Jesse. That's another story for another day. But there again, we have a lot of good times together. Sometimes we do some pretty crazy stuff, like pulling the truck with the trailer through the middle of town. You just had to been there to see that, but we got everything home safely that day also.
The hottest driver in NASCAR Cup racing. He's won the last 2 races.
Get my little couple foot air conditioning now.
So once you go around 3 times, this is once. You should have went around every load and failed. Then you do every one of them 1/2 turn.
You gonna air condition just the carport area?
He's air conditioning that spot. That wasn't working. I was gonna paint the floors and insulate it and all that stuff.
Right. Don, you get the valve set. You get the valve set, then we're just valve covers and intakes. Right?
Yeah.
Alright, we put this back in the car now.
I'll tell you what, that's the hardest daggone marks to see.
That paint's thick, you feel the marks in. when you shot that paint to it. And you get the valves tight, you get the valves adjusted, go home.
No, I'm gonna leave y'all.
You gotta get Brandon home. You gotta go to school tomorrow.
You can see it, but it's hard.
All we need you to do is adjust the valves.
You just go a quarter turn, right? That was probably half a round there.
That's 90 degrees.
90 degrees is only a quarter turn.
Yeah.
And you did 2 quarters.
I did from right there to right there. That's where I did it, right there.
You don't rotate real easy. Seven to 1 compression, it all rotate easier than that.
I'm probably not putting a lot on.
You know, I have to go get some D-octane boost so it won't clean. Put a little bit of water in the fuel.
So I'm not even messing with that. Right there.
That's a baby motor now.
Yeah.
If it's a motor, you probably have less trouble on it.
Oh yeah.
I thought I might see it.
That was almost 3/8 of a turn right there.
All I'm gonna do to mine is put aluminum heads and camshaft in it. That's all I need to stay front and stay as you.
Yes, it is.
We're gonna see if we can get that engine that's in the Charger, or we're gonna see if we can get it running. You ain't gonna fool with it.
Well, we'll start working on it. You done loosen the crank pulley up, didn't you?
Yeah. I knew it was gonna happen.
But let's see if we can get it running. Yeah, that way if you don't use it, you know it's running and you can set it.
I'm gonna start on it, I might as well strip it and be done with it, not waste no time.
What if you want to use that engine?
If I use it, if I take it down the van, he does the machine work, he'll tell me if it's good or bad.
So we'll make a good video trying to make that locked up engine on.
Yeah, I might could make me go and make an engine stand and get it running on the stand.
That'd be a good idea. Yeah, but we could put it, make it run and drive the car around the field.
Then I wasn't gonna put it back together, well, and tear it apart.
Don't take it so apart.
It's just different, I got one I can drive, while that one's still apart.
You just want to make sure you got zero lash on the back side of the can.
Yeah. That's all you're doing with what Dennis is talking about.
You're just taking out the slide.
The way Dennis is talking about it tells you which cylinder to do. They know exactly where that can's sitting.
Yeah, it was like, if it was TDC, you
Right,
could set exhaust and intake, and then you had to come over to 5 on exhaust and something, it just made you move around. This is easier. Right?
But with hydraulic lifters, you just want zero lash on the back side of the can.
Yeah. You don't want to be on the road part.
And you want zero lash.
Yeah. And then you'll take that out and short.
What do you mean take that out?
Because once we go through the 3 rounds,
This is it. Where you was just at,
uh,
where you were at just now, it had loose. Before you went on down, it was losing.
So now it's Sunday morning. We got the engine pretty much put back together, got the valves adjusted on it. It's time to start putting it back in the car. It's kind of been one of them mornings where nothing really wanted to go right. A couple of things, couple of tools we got wasn't right. So we've kind of had a fight on our hands this morning. but we've worked through some adversity. We're going to get this engine back in this car and try to get to a good stopping point and get back on it at a later date. But like I said, I want to get the engine set back in the hole and get it bolted in. That way nothing gets knocked around or engine stand don't get turned over or nothing like that. Well, I ain't welded it up yet.
That'd help you, Mark.
I burned it up back here. I gotta try and have it quit. You see, there ain't nothing in. All the trunk pans cut out of it.
What did you do this for? To do away with trim and what?
So this is what it looked like. Don, what do you think?
Good week, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Are you pleased with everything so far? The way everything's turning out? I think we made a big difference in this car. We'll be planning to finishing it up next weekend. Get it out here on the road and stretch it out and see what it'll do.